Emeka, Nkechi, I know you are in love right now. Hey, I love her so much. Hey, I love him so much. Please just hold on. Hold on with that love right now. Like, take a break. Take a break. Cool off. Cool off. Please. There are important things that you need to pay attention to. Very, very important. The first thing you need to pay attention to is you need to run some medical tests to determine that the person you're dating or you're in love with, that person that is making you go crazy, is actually worth the commitment. Before that relationship that you're getting into gets so serious and is leading to marriage, please, before you say I do, pay attention to what I'm about to say right now because this is very, very important. And this will determine how healthy your family or your offspring is going to look like. So there are pre-wedding medical tests for intended couples. I'm going to be listing them out today. The first one is genotype. You need to pay attention to your genotype. In fact, before you get into any relationship as an adult, you're supposed to have known what your genotype is and what your blood group is. You're not supposed to wait until it's time for you to say I do before you go for those tests. No. Normally, you should know what your blood group, what your genotype is. So, these are one of the pre wedding medical tests for intending couples. One is your genotype. You need to know your genotype. You need to know whether you are AA. You need to know whether you are AS. You need to know whether you're AB. This is very, very important. Then the next one is your blood group. You need to be able to say, this is who I am. This is what my blood group looks like. Are you O plus or AC? You need to know who you are. You need to know your blood group. This is very, very important. Then the next one is hepatitis B and C. Yes, you need to run this test. This test is also very, very important. Pay attention to that, please. It's very, very important. Then the next one is sexually transmitted diseases. You need to pay attention to this. Don't ignore any of this because infection can ruin your fertility level. Whether it be the man or be the woman, you need to pay attention to STIs. Need to run sexually transmitted diseases test. It's very, very important. Then the next one is HIV and AIDS test. You need to do this test. You need to know who you're dating. You need to know who your man is. Then after that, you need to also do what we call the mental health assessment test. Don't go and marry a mad man or marry a madman because you're desperate to settle down. You need to pay attention to who you're dating. Who is this person that I'm dating? How healthy is this person? Or how ready is this person for this matrimonial home? Is this person ready for us to be, in one union? Is this person ready for us to be together? You need to pay attention to how healthy this person is. Don't go and bring up unnecessary issues. Okay, you're having syphilis, for instance. Then you're going to meet somebody who is having another kind of infection, and both of you are mixing it up. Whereas you're meant to treat yourself while your partner treats, his or herself. And then you guys can now come together to keep a good home. And you don't mix it up. So that is why it's important for you to run this test before you say, I do. Another important test that you need to do is what we call the genetic disorder test. It is very, very important you know who your partner is and be sure that they do not have any genetic disorder that requires an attention. Because if there is, there are procedures, there are things that you need to do to reverse them so that it doesn't get so deep into the relationship. And when it's time for you guys to start having kids, it will have one or two on those offsprings. So this is very, very important, guys. Then the last one is family history. Of course, you can do this yourself. You'll be able to have an open ended conversation with your partner. You can ask them an open ended questions to determine who they are or what their family background looks like. So, this is something you can do on your own. But you see, other ones, the medical test, make sure you make out time to run this test. Either you do it individually or you do it as a couple. So, those are the pre medical tests for intending couples. I hope I have given you a very vital information today. I love you all.